I play a character named Sabrina, and she's called Bree, Sabrina Claire Osborne. And she is a transgendered woman, so she was born a man, and she's saving up for the final sexual reassignment surgery, which is quite expensive. And she's been living as a woman, I'd say, for about a year, which is one of the prerequisites to getting the surgery and getting signed off by you have to get a psychiatrist to sign off on the procedure. The character of Bree, Duncan Tucker, who wrote and directed the movie, she's like your uptight aunt crossed with sort of your wacky next door neighbor with a heart of gold. So she's quirky and funny and silly and ridiculous. So you both feel for her and you can't help but laugh at her. I think Duncan did a smart thing. It could have been an issue movie, which everyone sort of goes to dutifully. Transgendered are people too. And you go, oh yeah, good lesson. But what he did was he wrote a human movie and a funny movie. And so I'm so pleased that people are responding positively and liking it. And I think it's great. Transamerica has been a dream come true, to tell you the truth, because I knew that it was a great acting challenge. And I was basically scared to death every day we shot. And Duncan can attest to that, because when I'm frightened, I'm a little bit feisty. So there are times I was like, why? Why do you want me to do that? No, I'm not going to do that. So I was frightened every day because the challenge felt overwhelming. And the cliff was so far to fall. And the fact that it came out and I watched it and I thought it was a charming, lovely movie. And then on top of that it wasn't just buried and, sent to video and somewhere was a gift. I mean, it's a gift. What more could you ask for? He was a bulldog for the truth. So he was tenacious. I mean, there were times on the set where I was going, no, Duncan, we can't do that. We don't have time, and the producers were saying, move on, move on, move on. And Duncan would just sit there and go, no, it's not right. I want to do it again. I want to do it again. And everyone would sort of go, ah, and do it again. But by God, he knew what he wanted. And I'd say by the middle of the shoot, everyone was going, okay, guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants. He knows the story. So I sort of expected the young, beautiful Hollywood guy, who's kind of showing up late for rehearsal and not exactly prepared and not a hard worker. And his parents raised him right. That boy came in, he was ready to work, he was right on it, he was such a hard worker, so polite, so pleasant to be around. He was just magnificent. So aside from the acting part, I sighed a huge sigh of relief, because I thought I'm going to be spending 2 months with this guy in a car, and if I hate him, it's going to show. But I thought he was fantastic from the minute he walked in.